ahead and get started. I'd like to welcome everyone to our monthly board meeting for February. And if everyone at this time would please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, would everyone please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Okay, the first item on the agenda is to approve it. And if everyone would give me a motion. Motion by Mr. Johar.
Second.
Second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of approving our agenda, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. And we're down now to our favorite portion, is our recognitions with Ms. Embry. Thank you.
Well, good evening, board members, and all of you guests here tonight. For the recognition, we have some exceptional academic students that we want to celebrate. I do want to start by telling you I don't have elementary here tonight, but I want to mention to you all they competed in the district, and let me tell you how they resulted. So on February the 3rd, Central City Elementary hosted the District 15 Governor's Cup, where all 5 of our elementary schools' academic teams competed. Bremen Elementary placed 3rd overall, Longest placed 2nd, and Greenville placed 1st overall. There were several students representing all 5 schools that will be competing in the Regional Governor's Cup next month, and we wish them well. I want to say thank you specifically to their coaches. So at Bremen Elementary, there's Mary Beth Thomas and Lindsay Ginsburg. At Central City, it's Shauna Gray and Brickell Beagnall. At Greenville, it's April Calso, Emmy Johnson, and Allison Ramsey. And at Longest, it's Rebecca Haley. And at Muhlenberg South Elementary, it's Elizabeth Beery and Jane Monier. So that's elementary. On to our middle school. On February the 10th, Muhlenberg North Middle School hosted the Region 2 Governor's Cup, where both middle schools' academic teams competed with 9 other middle schools in our region. Muhlenberg South Middle placed 3rd overall. So the Muhlenberg South Middle Quick Recall team finished 2nd, which qualifies them for state. And there are several here to be recognized with that. So team members, as I call your name, I'm going to have you come up, I'm going to give you a certificate, and then once we've got all who are here with Quick Recall, I'm going to do one picture, okay? So for Quick Recall, we have team members Jude Bibbin. Is Jude here? No, okay. Preston Engler is not here. Evan Sutherland, okay. Brady Browning, Edwin Espinoza, Jonathan Mays, Atticus Tomasic. Man, I practiced that 5 times. Okay, sorry. Corey Fugel is here. Come on, Corey. Stand right up there, okay? And everybody will just look at you until I get everyone else. I need Rylan Gibson. Congratulations. And then I need Joy Hayes, Bryson Johnson, Evan Whitmer, Alicia Rushing, Aubrey Whitmer, Audrey Jenkins, and Addison Dukes, and then Autumn Dixon. This is the Quick Recall team. There you go. Let me take her lovely picture if you don't mind. I'll tell you what, I'm going to let y'all stand right there. How's that? So I don't put the board members on the spot and get in their picture. Y'all want to scoot over right here? Perfect. Everybody, nobody's upside down? Okay, great. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let me do one more. 1, 2, 3. Great, congratulations.
And thank you for coming.
Yes. And then a few of them, so there were a few students who placed in the written assessment, and they are advancing to state. Bryson Johnson and Jonathan Mays tied for 5th place in math. Jonathan Mays placed 2nd in arts and humanities. Evan Whitmer placed 5th in social studies. And Autumn Dixon, come back Autumn, she placed 2nd in language arts and 1st in arts and humanities. Autumn Dixon, there's that one, and here's this one. So let me grab that picture, okay? She even knows where to go. She's a pro. 1, 2, 3. Great, congratulations. And I want to mention, we have Muhlenberg North represented by Ms. Zoe Zolik. She placed 4th in language arts and 5th in composition, and she is advancing to state. So I'm going to go right over there. Sorry. You're good. Yeah, we want to brag on all of it, girlfriend. Sure. There you go. That's perfect. Oh, put it down where I can see it. There you go. Okay. Got it. Perfect. Congratulations. And board members, I want to let you know that the State Governor's Cup Middle School competition will be held March the 8th through the 11th at the Galt House in Louisville. The coaches for North Middle are Madison Mercer and Sydney Driscoll, and for South Middle, they are Michelle Burden and Alicia White. Then we go to high school. So on February the 17th, just this past Saturday, the high school academic team competed at regionals, and the following qualified for state. Quick recall placed 2nd and is made up of the following students. I'm not sure, I know one is here. Corey Crick, Quinn Fleming, Caleb Coyne, Briar Fauntleroy, Cooper Dietrich, Garrett Lambert. Come on down, Garrett. They left us hanging, that's right. Got the best one here, right? All right. Well, no, come on. You'll go and stand right over there. I'm going to take your picture, and then I'm going to let you stay standing because you got something else.
Oh, no.
Jacob, okay. Jacob is here? Great, Jacob. Yes, and Jacob, go and stand there.
I didn't say they left us hanging.
You what?
I didn't say they left us hanging.
That's right, that's right. You did say us. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Congratulations. As these gentlemen, they showed off at regionals. They, Jacob Whitehouse placed 1st in science. Ooh. And, yep. And then Garrett placed 5th in social studies. Let me do just individual of that one. Oh, so you got extra signs. Sorry, he's getting up.
You're fine.
Perfect. Congratulations. And here. Yep, that one. Yeah. He's gonna do it. Got it. Congratulations. And Cooper Dietrich, he is not here, but he placed 5th in math. I hope that I got all of those. The coaches for the high school is Jonathan and Janet Steele. There's one last recognition that I want to mention, and let me move over to the screen. I know you all are getting ready to go to KSBA conference, and I want you to be looking for the banner. That's our banner for this year, and that banner was created by Central City Elementary's art teacher, Panda Allen, and she was assisted by her 4th and 5th grade students. So be sure to look for that in your booklet. That is all I have. We'd like to say thank you, parents, thank you, coaches. That's a lot of hard work, and they're not finished yet because they're moving on to state. I'd like to take a couple of group pictures again out in the hallway of our middle school and those from the high school. So if you'll join me in the hallway, and you're free to leave.
Can I say something before you guys leave? I married a Muhlenberg County guy, and he loved school, and he was on academic team at his school, and he just turned 40, 44, 45, sorry, and he still talks about academic team from elementary, middle, and high school all the time. Like once a week, he mentions being on the academic team. So you will cherish this, and thank you for your hard work, coaches and students. I appreciate it.
It's okay, I don't know my wife's age either.
Lee, what are you feeding that boy?
He's the smallest of the bunch.
Wow.
Just good genetics, I guess. But it skipped me.
He looks exactly the same, but he's this big.
Yes. Thank you.
Excited, he knows what he's getting.
But y'all didn't know I was like everything too.
Yeah, we can tell. Yep.
All right, so we'll move down now to our treasurer's report, and Mr. Lyle's gonna be over that tonight.
You got too much hair.
Where's no Jared?
Yeah, Jared's.
Oh, he's gonna do the live. I forgot about that.
Presentation will bring us, we got easy.
Brian's like, no, I'm not doing it.
He went,
Next month you can.
he told me. He told me Brian was in it. He's gonna do the other one.
Well, the other video. I thought he said he recorded it. I forgot.
That's the first time I've seen Brian Lawson.
Regular board members, that bring the financials as of January 31st, 2024. As always, we will begin with the revenues. Total beginning balance about $44.1 million. This is up by $12.8 million, which is a reflection of the TVA funds that were received as well as the tax funds that were received last month. Monthly receipts are at $3.962 million, which is down $14 million from the last month and down $22,000 from the same period last year. So significant line items are federal receipts are down $714,000, taxes are down $4.9 million, and other is down $8.1 million, for a total of $48.057 million. Accounts payable is at $1.4 million. This is down approximately $228,000 compared to the same period last year. This is mainly in the debt service category. The significant bills in January were to A&K Construction for $274,385, and the Muhlenberg County Fiscal Court, which pays for our SROs, is $238,382. Payroll is at $2.82 million, which is down $83,000 versus January of '23. Further account payable breakdown, other fixed and fixed expenses are at $963,000. Variable expenses are at $359,000, with the utility expense at $109,000. The ledger balance is $43.81 million, with a bank balance of $33.6, outstanding checks of $832,000, for cash flows of $30
Need a motion to approve the treasurer's report. Have a motion by Ms. Bullard.
Second.
Second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of approving the treasurer's report, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. And payment of bills and salaries. Did he do anything for that?
This month for February 2024 board bills, I bring you a total of $1,116,647.68. Of those expenses, $124,766 is utilities expense. Fixed and mixed expenses, approximately $763,000. Variable expenses of $229,000. The significant payments that were made this month were to A&K Construction for $265,277. Old National Wealth Management, which is our debt service payments, $184,000. And Carbon Resources, which were the mowers for maintenance, for $63,766.93.
I will need a motion to approve payment of bills and salaries. Motion by Mr. Johar.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bowers. All in favor of approving payment of bills and salaries, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. Public participation? None? Okay. We'll move down now to our superintendent report, and just note that our personnel actions have been given to the board, and a report will be placed into our minutes. Then I'll turn over the presentation to Ms. Orr.
So we have Grayson Wells with us to share some things that are going on at South Elementary, so I'll turn it over to him.
So this month, MSES has been focusing on the profile of a learner competency skill communicator. And since before MSES came together as a school in 2005, fifth graders have been broadcasting the school news into classrooms. MSES is excited that the Sun News aligns with several parts of deeper learning and learner-centered outcomes. I'd like to share with you all tonight an authentic showcase of student work. What you're about to see is yesterday's Sun newscast. The anchors are two fifth graders, and this is their third day in the newsroom. Anchors are selected using the following criteria: their desire to be an anchor, and most of them want to do that, most fifth graders do, reading skills, speaking skills, and overall character. Anchors rotate out of the newsroom about every month, and near the end of the year, those that have the most likes and the most talented get to come back to close out the school year. And this is new, many of the slides that we have put into the news this year it's a collaborative effort between fifth graders that have good computer skills, our STLP club, our computer teacher, and the STLP teacher. Though you're not going to see any slides tonight from the Beta Club, oftentimes the Beta Club will come on and they'll do announcements and they'll create slides as well. So Chad, hopefully this won't blow us out.
Turn it down a little more, so hopefully we're good.
Because I think it starts with Rocket Robin, which will make sense if you watch the newscast.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great start to your Wednesday. We've got some students that are going to be recognized. You can kind of see them in the background. They're waiting for their turn to be on screen. We're excited to have Will and Gracie here in our newsroom. I also see that our anchors are ready. So anchors, it's all yours. Take it away.
Muhlenberg South Sun News. February calendar today, P5 meeting due February 27th, STLP till 3:30 p.m. February 29th, School Smiles. Celebrate Read Across America with Counter Eyes. Muhlenberg South Elementary, March 1st, 2024, 12 through 2 p.m. Counter Ice is coming.
It sure is. So we're going to do this on March the 1st. Teachers will be getting more information to you about this. But the
that was the first time they saw those slides, so they were a little slow and struggling with that a little bit. They nailed it today.
School Spirit Day, Thursday, February 22nd, for Kids Heart Challenge, wear exercise gear. This day in history. In 1970, Jackson 5 performed on TV for the first time on the American Bandstand. Happy February birthdays. Today's birthdays, Thomas Sperlin. Have a very happy birthday. Hey Hero, you can change the world. Fun fact, human teeth are the only part of the body that can't heal themselves. Let's celebrate today. February 21st is National Sticky Bun Day.
Blame it on the secretary.
Skilled communicator. I feel comfortable in speaking and listening to others.
We have got several students in the newsroom that we want to recognize. And first up, I want Will and Gracie to get over in the driver's seat of the spaceship. So y'all head on over there. We'll get you up on screen. Everybody can wave and say hi to Will and Gracie. Good morning, students. They've already picked out their pencils. They got in here early. But Miss Fleming writes this about Gracie Moore. Gracie Moore is a creative problem solver. She challenges herself in her academics and does not give up when problems are hard. Gracie has also made great gains and achievements in higher ed and continues to strive to exceed goals she has set for herself. Congratulations, Gracie, for being a creative problem solver. And we also have Will Sutherland in the newsroom. And this is what Ms. Fleming says about Will. Will is a great communicator. He is a well-rounded student and enjoys writing, and he is on the FDS team, and enjoys using technology in school, and he participates in the STLP club. He uses his skills to communicate through writing and use of technology. Congratulations, Will, on being a skilled communicator. Let's give it up for these awesome students. All right, congratulations. Y'all head on back to class. We've got one more that's come in. We're going to recognize her. This is Emmeline Winstaff. And Emmeline is in Miss Jackson's classroom. How are you doing today, Miss Emmeline? She's doing good. And this is what Miss Jackson had to say about Emmeline. Emmeline is an outstanding fourth grade student whose exceptional communication skills shines brightly in our school community. She has a remarkable ability to express herself, whether participating in class discussions, delivering presentations, or collaborating with peers on group projects. Emmeline's ability to engage and inspire through communication makes her a true role model for a skilled communicator. Let's give it up for Emmeline. All right, congratulations, girl. Grab your favorite pencil on the way out. And I want to thank our teachers for sending those students up to be recognized.
Joke of the day.
I always pick the jokes.
Why
First
did
screen name.
the kids dance before bed? The dentist said to floss every.
And I love watching the kids. Some of them finally do get it.
Reminder, we are working to fix the thin mulch on the playground. Until then, please try to stay out of the dam. Explain to my class about being a good audience member during assemblies. The kindergarten music program was fantastic last night. A big thank you to Mrs. Eastwood and all our Marquette students. Student Society, call 338
much sums it up. We do that every morning. The kids are recognized on the news for their competency that they worked on. And then we invite the parents, and we'll have an awards ceremony once a month and invite everybody to come in to see that. And our next awards ceremony is March the 1st. So that's all I have.
Good job.
Thank you. All right, so then the next thing that I have is Ms. Jones is just going to briefly share some of our iReady data.
So on the screen, I'm just going to have, this is just a glimpse of a reflection. This is our K through 8 data, and it shows the growth from where we were in the fall into the spring. Remember, middle school just started this year, so this is the first time we've been able to see kindergarten through 8th together. But in your binders tonight, we had our mid-year data review with the iReady team, and that was, when I say we, that was school administrators and district administrators. We met with the iReady team on February 8th to have a mid-year data review and implementation session. So we got to talk to them about what was going well, what we felt like we needed more support with, and just what we need to do and ways to look at the data to get more acceleration with our student data and with our student growth. So you do have information in your binders by grade level. If you have any questions, let me know. Our next steps as a district are, of course, myself and Ms. Orr, we will be meeting with each school, each principal, and just looking at school data. We got to look at the district data on the 8th, but we will look at individual schools, so that's our next steps. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll move down now to our attendance and enrollment.
Good afternoon, Chairman Rager, board members. Just take a minute to review month 6 attendance and enrollment. Month 6 ran from January the 11th through February the 8th. Enrollment for month 6 was 4,216 students, so we're down 1 student from last month, but our attendance percentage is up to 92.5%, which is up 2.5% from month 5, which is great to see. So hopefully that's something that we continue to see in the future. Our elementary division leader for the month was Bremen Elementary at 93.36%, and at the upper division was Muhlenberg North Middle at 93.75%. So again, it was great to see the attendance percentage rise, and hopefully our enrollment will kind of stay where it's at and we don't take another big hit. But that is all I have for tonight.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And then we'll move down now to review of personal information data security practices, guidance, and implementation as stated in regulation to be held August 31st.
Thank you, board members. This is our public notice that will follow the state's guidelines and best practices today. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll move down now to all of our board action items. And item A is to accept a mini bid proposal for network switches and Wi-Fi access points. Mr. West.
Thank you, board members. We're recommending Converge Point, another E-rate application. These network products will only be purchased if we receive E-rate funding. We'll be using KEDS dollars until the state contract. Any questions, we'll be happy to address those.
Any questions? If not, I will need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion by Ms. Hard, second by Mr. Johar. All in favor of accepting the mini bid proposal for network switches and Wi-Fi access points, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. Item B is our technology plan 2024-2025. Mr. Wells.
Thank you, board members. I have Jared here if you want to go over some of the highlights.
Good evening, Chairman Rager, board members. Tonight, we bring to you the yearly submission of the district technology plan for the 24-25 school year. Areas Areas of emphasis this year will be teacher workstation replacements, second year of a 5-year Chromebook replacement cycle, as well as the purchase of interactive displays, Microsoft software licensing, STLP support at each school, lease of the wide area network, support of Google Classroom, network switch and Wi-Fi replacements, and Chad alluded to that earlier. I think you have a copy of this in front of you. At this time, we ask for passage of the 24-25 technology plan along with the budgeted expenditures. If you've got any questions, I'll be glad to address those.
Are there any questions? If not, I will need a motion to approve. I make a motion. I have a motion by Ms. Wells, second by Mr. Bowers. All in favor of the technology plan approval for 24-25, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. Thank you. We'll move down now to Family Resource and Youth Service Centers School District Assurance Certification 24-26.
Again, good evening, board members. It is that time for our FRIS to be working on their continuation program plans. That is a 2-year plan that they have to work on, and so every 2 years this comes up. Basically, it's just we are assuring you that the information that they submit is what they're going to plan out to do for the next 2 years. And we just need to approve one.
I have a motion by Mr. Zeldar, second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of approving the FRIS District Assurance, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. Thank you, Carla. All right, item D is to consider update to Board Procedure 02.4331AP.1. Mr. Lau.
Thank you, Chairman Rager and board members. So it is the time of year where we begin looking at our staff allocations for next year. And in doing so, we look at our staffing policy, which you have before you, the school staffing procedures. And in this, as we were looking at our school staffing procedures, and then also we reviewed our student welfare and wellness policy, which is 09.2. And in that policy, it states that schools will provide and promote physical education. So as we looked at that policy and compared that against our procedures for school staffing, we did not have allocated where it's not part of their staffing allocation for PE. And so what we wanted to do was now for us to remove that part from their actual allocation of teachers to where the elementaries would receive 1 PE teacher, middle school 2, and then the high school 2. The other part of the changes in the school staffing procedures, one is kindergarten age, just adding the language that the reason we do 24 for every, or 1 for every 24 kindergarten students is because of the KRS rate. That number is now in there. And then also changing our custodial staffing based on square footage alone, which is really what we have been doing, but it wasn't worded that way in our procedure. So this is a procedure and not a policy, so it only requires 1 reading. And I recommend that the board consider updating Board Procedure 02.431331 AP.1 and accept the proposed changes as written. If you have any questions, or Ms. Orr, if you want to add anything to that.
I'll make a motion to approve. Second by Ms. Orr. All in favor of considering the update to Board Procedure 02.4331 AP.1, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. And item E is to consider the first reading of policy 09.33. Mr. Lau?
And this is a policy, so this will require 2 readings. This will be the first, but it is our policy 09.33, and this is the policy that relates to fundraising activities. And in this, we included what has been our procedure, but now is actually going to be in policy. So you see the wording there. I won't read all of that. The only note I will make in that, if you look under group size, it says 0 to 10, 11 to 25, 26 to 50, and then it says 50% can't, that should just be 50 or more. So before the second reading, we will get that corrected and have that for our second reading. So I recommend that we consider updating Board Policy 09.33 and accept the changes as written.
I'll make a motion to approve. And a second by Mr. Gilmore. All in favor of considering the first reading of policy 09.33, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. Thank you. And then we'll move down to item F, approve AIA contract between Muhlenberg County Board of Education and Ronald Johnson and Associates for the Muhlenberg County High School and Muhlenberg South Middle School roofing project.
And as it says there, this is the repairs for the roofs at the middle school and high school. This is the same company who did our gym roofs previously. And I would recommend that the board approve the motion.
How much is it?
How much?
Don't they have a dollar amount yet?
I do not know unless Ms. Orr happens to know. I don't have that from Eric unless.
You don't have any dollar amount, Ms. Orr?
I'm trying to see.
There's not an actual dollar amount
I
of
don't see a
that.
dollar amount unless I'm overlooking something.
So this is basically just allowing them.
Yeah, it's just an agreement that they're going to be our architects. It wouldn't have a dollar amount.
Okay,
There's the
that's
cost,
architect.
like per hour, like it's in there, but we won't have a set dollar amount because it'll be based on project. Okay. That's what it is.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Gilmore. Second. Second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of approving the contract with Ronald Johnson and Associates, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. Item G is to approval of SBDM allocations for the fiscal year '25.
And so in accordance with 702 KAR 3:246, schools must be provided with site-based allocations for the 2024-2025 school year. So that's what you have in your folder. And I recommend that we make the motion to approve the site-based allocations for fiscal year '25.
And that's $110 a student.
Correct.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion by Ms. Ballard. Second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of approving the SBDM allocations, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. Item H is to approve contract between the Muhlenberg County Board of Education and Premier Sports Lighting LLC for lighting at Muhlenberg South Middle School football and softball fields.
And something that you have in your packet that Eric wanted me to make sure to share, you have several of the references included in here of the projects that they have performed, and he wanted to make sure and share that the pricing here was $200,000 less than the other company that he had discussed. Yes,
So the cost is $390,000.
Yes.
Do you know which warranty that has? Oh, it says 25 year, never mind. any questions on this contract? If not, I'll need a motion to approve. I have a motion by Mr. Bowers. And second by Mr. Johar. All in favor of approving the contract with the Board of Education and Premier Sports Lighting for the South Middle football and softball fields, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. We'll move down now to item I, and that's to approve revised district facility plan for KDE.
And before sharing some information here first, and I know Ms. Orr would echo this as well, we would just like to thank our local planning committee who took time out of their busy days and schedules to come together, as well as our merger relocation committee that was composed of folks from Longest, from North Middle and South Middle coming together and really looking at these items. So can't thank them enough for their time and contributions to this plan. So when we did the facility plan, there was one finding, and that finding is that if you remember previously, we were looking at sixth grade possibly going back to elementary school. We since have changed that to where it will stay just as is, 6 through 8 at the middle school level. So that was the finding. And then in our discussions with the committee, the local planning committee, and Scott Knoll, is that there were a few things that the principals and the committees wanted to put in here. And so some of those are added in this final facility plan. And I would recommend that the board approve the district facility plan from the long-term planning committee meeting. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to help answer those.
So the target for this to be done is, it says in 22 to 24 biennium?
So the current plan is that most of the work will be finished this summer, minus possibly some of the early preschool daycare, and they may have to block off some of that, kind of what we did at the high school with the cafeteria, but they believe that enough will be finished that all of the classrooms on this side of the hallway, all the way closest to McDonald's, will be open for their kindergarten. And Mr. Browning, Ms. Armour, they've looked at that and believe that they can go right ahead and be ready to operate.
So on that, with the date, Susan, what we did was kind of came up with this draft. Then we send it to KDE, and once they approve it, we can extend the time. So it wouldn't have to end at 2024, but they have to approve it first before we can come back. Yeah, there's still more. Yeah, we still have
with all meetings. All the schools, not just the middle school. So
yeah,
thank you.
And the thing about those numbers, which I think were kind of clarified, it is, you kind of, when you make your facility plan, you make, what's the dream? Like, if you could have, what would you want? Okay. And then with that large amount, because you would see, like, it's a large amount. When the state sees that, if they ever happen to have any extra money that they want to give towards facilities, they can say, Muhlenberg County's unmet need is this amount, so let's give.
Gotcha.
Right? So you always want to over-request. So that it looks like you have a large unmet need. Okay.
So thank you. That's clarifying.
Any further questions? If not, I'll need a motion to approve the revised district facility plan.
I'll make the motion.
The motion by Ms. Wells.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bowers. And all in favor of approving the revised DFP, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none. And we are down now to our board consent agenda items, and this is the approval of the minutes of the prior board meeting, consideration of facilities use, surplusing mowers, and considering field trip requests. Any questions on these items? If not, I need a motion to approve. I have a motion by Mr. Bowers, second by Mr. Johar. All in favor of approving the board consent agenda items, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none, and we are down now to adjourn. I need a motion motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion by Ms. Bard. Second by Ms. Wells. All in favor of adjourning, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? I hear none, and we are adjourned. Thank you.